Hey Brandon, okay, so it looks like you left out your pictures of your testing session. Okay. Other than that, let's go ahead and take a look. So here's what we got. We've got now what I would recommend is getting this definitely in presentation format. Now there's the treehouse example available over in week 2, and then there's also this one right here. We can jump over here. This one with the owl on the cover. Remember that from back in week 2. Take a look at that, and also don't forget I've got a bunch of examples in the course announcements area. I recommend you take a look at the course announcement. Take a look at the examples, the treehouse example, and the examples in the course announcements. And my recommendation is to um, get this designed. I mean, add images, add some interesting type, and really show your design prowess on this. This should be in presentation format, so definitely want it designed. So let's see what we got. One-stop shop for statistics. Not sure that's kind of a misleading name. I did not expect this to be a games based on that title. So I would think a little bit more of a compelling title. And don't forget, add a cover to this too. With some interesting images. So you go straight to problem. Well, what you want to do before the problem is give us a statement of intent. What is your intent? What are you hoping to accomplish with this project? Okay, then you have the problem and the solution. That's excellent. And we go to features. That's great. Functions and features. That's fantastic. And notice you're jumping around in different kind of alignments. And remember to apply all the elements and principles of design that you have learned. Okay, so we're left aligned here, then we jump to center aligned, and the type size changes. So there's some inconsistencies here in these pages. And then again, here's center, but the type size changes again. So be very, very, very consistent here. I do not recommend centered alignment. I do not recommend center alignment with last line center. My recommendation would be to use left alignment, rag right. Okay, so functions and features, good job. Then you have the name game. That's great. Searching for a name. That's pretty cool. Who's interested? This is target audience. Okay, so you really want to define this according to the core characteristics of the demographic associated with your target. So give ages, give professions, professional status, give ages, give hobbies, give. This is interesting right over here because in these personas and scenarios, we go to primary motivations. So now we have age, hobbies, habits, primary motivation, and then of course, are they a student or are they a professional? So you want to list all of that in your target audience. Competition. Now, there might not be any direct competition, but I would definitely include some competition. Whether it's direct competition or not is irrelevant. The point of this page is to show that you've gone out and actually researched the composition. So let's show evidence of that by including a couple of 3 competitive apps. And then what you want to do in the competitive analysis is include the pros and cons of the 3 apps. Not just the pros and cons in general, but the pros and cons in 3 different areas: the functionality and the features, the visual design, and the usability. Then, excuse me, make sure you show an image of the competitive app as well. Okay, structure, that's good. Describing how you're going to design the work and the prototype. Problem defined. And I think that problem defined is kind of a continuation of the app definition of the problem, but it's also a great segue into your personas. So that's excellent. Now the personas, I would recommend definitely you want to add a picture, add their name, add their professional status, their hobbies, their activities, their technical aptitude, and their primary motivations. And you do that for all of your, and then add a picture in there too. Let's get these pages designed. Okay, so then you have 2 personas and then you have your storyboard for the scenario. That's excellent. Good job. Wireframe sketches, and we end there, but unfortunately you're only showing 1, 2, 3, 4 screens. So here's what we need to do. We need wireframes of all sketches. We need wireframe sketches of all frames. We need photographs of the paper prototyping sessions. So I'm sorry, photographs of the actual paper prototypes. Then we need photographs of the user testing session. So take pictures of yourself and the test subject making the selections that you based on the tasks that you give them. Paper of a summary of tasks and usability testing. You definitely want to include a summary of the tasks. And let me show you what that looks like. The summary of the tasks is basically a script of the test of tasks that you ask. This is page 52 of the greenhouse example, and this is it right here. So this test subject is asked to log in, create a profile, change the theme, lower the volume of the sounds, create a pet, that's part of the application, and buy a book. So you want to do that. You want to include a scripted list of tasks in the usability testing. That would be called a summary of tasks for usability testing. Don't forget those pictures. We got to get images of here of the testing session itself so that we know there's evidence that you actually did test on test subjects. Then at that point, we're going to go, you want a written analysis summarizing the result of all the testing sessions, okay? So it's a summary of the testing. Then you got to get in here, we need digital mock-ups of all the screens in the app, okay? Then you need a summary of design elements for the process book, and that's shown in that greenhouse example. So in other words, you're just showing the colors that you use in the app and in the process book, the images, maybe a mind map, and the typefaces you use. It's basically just a part of a process book, right? Showing your intent, design elements that you use. The final click-through prototype, which I don't see here, so we'll just go straight to grading for that. Then you need to add a project summary to the process book, and then of course a bibliography including research and image sources. Okay, so we're a little bit short here, not only on content, but also on the design of the process book. So a little bit of work to do here coming up in the next week. And then, like I said, I don't see the click-through prototype here, so we'll just go straight to grading for that. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what, Brandon, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. But those are the things that are definitely going to be expected to be seen in your final process book. All right. Great. Thank you very much. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.